Welcome to Trend Info Hub Globe Brief Updates. Subscribe and press the bell icon for updates. Breaking news from South Asia. Pakistan is sitting on an estimated $8 trillion in mineral resources. This isn't just gold or silver, but rare earth elements powering our smartphones, electric cars, and military tech. For decades, this wealth has been locked away. But now, the world's superpowers are taking notice. $8 trillion could transform Pakistan, building cities, funding education, and creating prosperity. But this treasure brings danger. The US, eager to break its dependency on China, sees Pakistan as a new supply chain for critical minerals. The stakes are about global power, not just money. This is the start of a new great game, echoing the 19th century rivalry for Central Asia, but now between the US and China. Pakistan is caught in the middle, every deal and investment a strategic move in this high-stakes contest. The future of Pakistan, and perhaps the global balance of power, could hinge on who controls these underground assets. Will Pakistan use this wealth to build a better future, or become another battleground for foreign powers? The journey to unlock this prize will be filled with challenges and intrigue. This is more than a story about minerals. It's about the destiny of a nation between two giants. The world is watching. Pakistan's mineral wealth is spread across its diverse terrain, forming a real-life treasure map. The richest deposits are in Balochistan, home to one of the world's largest copper and gold reserves at Reko Diq. Balochistan also holds lithium, essential for batteries and the green energy revolution. In the north, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa's mountains hide emeralds, rubies, sapphires, and crucially, rare earth elements vital for high-tech manufacturing. The Thar Desert in Sindh contains one of the world's largest coal reserves, still valuable for Pakistan's energy needs. Punjab adds massive reserves of salt and other industrial minerals. From the coast to the Himalayas, nearly every region holds a piece of this $8 trillion puzzle. These minerals are the silent engines of modern life: copper for wiring, lithium for batteries, rare earths for electronics and medical equipment. Pakistan's resources are a global concern, not just a local one. The world needs these materials, and Pakistan has them in abundance. The real question: who will get to dig them up and use them? The answer will shape not just Pakistan's future, but the world's. The stakes are enormous, the competition is fierce, the outcome is uncertain. Why has Pakistan's $8 trillion treasure stayed underground? The answer: security threats, local resistance, and lack of infrastructure. Balochistan, the richest province, faces a long-running insurgency. Locals demand a fair share, seeing outsiders as exploiters. Attacks on engineers and workers make mining risky and expensive. Foreign companies hesitate to invest where their assets are under constant threat. The rugged terrain makes security and logistics even harder. Infrastructure is another barrier. Roads, railways, electricity, and water are often missing in these remote areas. Building what's needed costs billions before any mineral is extracted. Local communities, skeptical after years of broken promises, demand real benefits: jobs, schools, healthcare. Without their trust, projects stall in protests and legal battles. Political instability and local opposition keep the treasure buried. Unlocking this wealth will require more than just digging. It needs security, infrastructure, and trust. To see why the US wants Pakistan's minerals, look at China. China dominates not just mining, but the processing of critical minerals, controlling 60% of lithium, 70% of cobalt, and nearly 90% of rare earths. Even if the US mines elsewhere, it often must send materials to China for processing. This gives Beijing huge leverage over the global economy and politics. The US fears that in a crisis, China could cut off supplies, crippling American industry and military. Now, Washington is racing to build alternative supply chains, searching for friendly countries with untapped resources. Pakistan, with its vast reserves, is a rare opportunity to challenge China's monopoly. But building a new supply chain is daunting. China's dominance took decades and billions in investment. Competing will require massive investment, new technology, and political will. China won't give up its position easily. The stage is set for a fierce economic and geopolitical struggle. The outcome could reshape the world's balance of power. The US is pivoting toward Pakistan, shifting from security to trade and investment. New agreements promise technical help and market access in exchange for a foothold in Pakistan's mineral sector. But many deals heavily favor American corporations, offering vague benefits for Pakistan and strong protections for foreign investors. Critics warn Pakistan could become just a raw material supplier, with profits and jobs flowing overseas. This pattern is familiar. Resource-rich countries often sign away their wealth for little local benefit. Long tax holidays, minimal royalties, and international arbitration can leave Pakistan at a disadvantage. The risk economic neo-colonialism without direct political rule. Pakistan's leaders need investment but must avoid signing away the future. The challenge is to negotiate fair, sustainable deals that ensure local development and a fair share of profits. Otherwise, America's move to secure minerals could come at a high price for Pakistan. The stakes are national sovereignty and long-term prosperity. While the US negotiates new deals, China already has a head start. Through the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor (CPEC), Beijing has invested billions in roads, railways, and power plants. The crown jewel Gwadar port in Balochistan, operated by a Chinese state company. Gwadar gives China a direct route to the Arabian Sea, bypassing US-controlled sea lanes. For Pakistan's minerals, Gwadar is the logical export route. Any company mining in Balochistan will likely use it. China's control over the port and supporting infrastructure gives it leverage over exports, even if Americans mine the minerals. CPEC's deep integration makes it hard for Pakistan to build equally strong ties with other countries. Pakistan's economic lifeline is increasingly tied to Beijing. For the US, investing in minerals that flow through a Chinese port is a strategic headache. The Gwadar Gambit shows how far ahead China is in this new great game. It hasn't just found the treasure, it's already built the road to carry it away. The competition is not just for resources but for control of the routes out. Pakistan is now at the center of a dangerous geopolitical triangle, caught between the US and China. The US offers investment and partnership, hoping to pull Pakistan from China's orbit. China, Pakistan's longtime ally, offers infrastructure and support with no political strings. Many in Pakistan see China as more dependable, while US policies have often shifted. Islamabad is trying to balance both, attracting American investment without alienating Beijing. Favoring one side risks retaliation from the other, slowed projects, loan demands, or worse. The real danger: Pakistan could become a chessboard for great power rivalry, not a beneficiary. Internal instability could worsen as factions align with different powers. The dream of prosperity could turn into a nightmare of foreign interference and conflict. Navigating this triangle demands extraordinary diplomacy and a unified national vision. History is full of warnings for resource-rich countries caught between foreign interests. The Democratic Republic of Congo, rich in minerals, remains poor and unstable, its wealth fueling conflict and corruption. The resource curse means abundance can bring less growth, more corruption, and instability. Latin America's history shows how foreign corporations can dominate resources, sparking unrest and exploitation. Simply having resources isn't enough. Without strong governance and fair contracts, wealth becomes a curse. Pakistan must learn from these lessons, demand transparency, manage revenues wisely, and protect the environment. Local communities must see real benefits, or resistance and conflict will persist. The stakes are not just economic, they're about national unity and survival. The past is a warning. The future is still unwritten. As of August 2025, Pakistan stands at a historic crossroads. One path leads to prosperity, using its mineral wealth to lift millions out of poverty and secure a stable future. The other path is the resource curse: conflict, corruption, and foreign exploitation. Success demands strong leadership, fair deals, and benefits for all citizens. The challenges are immense political instability, security threats, and superpower pressure. The world is watching to see if Pakistan can finally capitalize on its promise. The stakes could not be higher. Will Pakistan's $8 trillion treasure be its salvation, or its undoing?